Hello, I'm Cameron Steer from the Australian Institute of International Affairs National Office, and I'm here today speaking with Dr. Arvo Ott, who served as the head of Department of State Information Systems in Estonia for more than 12 years, where he was involved in planning and implementing the Estonian system of e-governance, which is regarded amongst the world's best. He is now Executive Director of the E-Governance Academy of Estonia. He's here in Canberra to discuss development in the digital age and to share Estonia's knowledge and best practices on e-governance, e-democracy, and the open information society. Thank you for joining us, Dr. Ott. Can you tell us about Estonia's system of e-governance and why it's so highly regarded?
I would say Estonia started in 1993 or a little bit earlier, and we started from a pretty empty place in sense of technology, because after the collapse of the Soviet Union we started from technology sense from beginning. It was from one side good because we started with new technologies. From other side, of course, it takes some time just for development. And would say that many good solutions have been done because of good cooperation between institutions and government bodies, which is always a little bit difficult story. So e-government is pretty huge topic, and we can take whatever field, e-police or e-health or e-education, but a few interesting and important steps have been done in Estonia. One is integration platform to integrate different systems into the architecture of e-government, which is functioning together, exchanging data in secure and safe way. And second well-known issue is electronic identification of persons. So it means that using digital signature infrastructure, you can identify persons having electronic ID cards with private keys to be very secure mechanism, and from other side also make digital signing. And second tool we are widely using today is mobile ID, using mobile telephones for user identification. It's not only for government but also for business sector. So the banking and business sector need actually exactly the same framework, and those things have been done already more than 10 years ago. We have a good experience on that, and so we have a very widely integrated system, and I would say that it's one of the benefits of Estonia today. And maybe a few reasons why it was happened was that we had this need, we had knowledge how to do those things, and from other side we didn't have enough money. We had to agree about some good concepts.
And what were the major challenges that Estonia faced in implementing the system?
I think that the challenges are pretty the same in most of the countries. The challenge is that government is built in ministries, which are built very vertical way. And e-government is basically very horizontal. So organization, legislation, and those frameworks in government are more complex than in private sector. And this, I would say, the main challenge has been that to put the big organization of government to work together and agree about some conceptual things. So I don't see too many technology challenges we had. Mainly challenges had been not directly with technologies.
Estonia was subject to a major cyber attack in 2007. How can governments mitigate the threats of cyber attacks in the context of e-governance?
It's true that as far you are widely using electronic government already, and also information technology in society, cybersecurity is becoming more important. And we had this kind of exercise in some sense with cyber attacks, where just some websites were attacked, and then it was like organized way. And we didn't have a big challenge, big problems in our core databases and basic system, because by this time it was already the secure environment was built. But we had some challenges and problems with private sector and some other fields. It was, of course, good exercise for us. We learned a lot, and then we made many steps after that also just to be more secure and more safe. So cybersecurity really is one of the key topics, not only about protecting things and systems, but also privacy issues of people.
How can e-governance help developing countries who may lack some of the communications infrastructure that rich countries have?
Today we see that most of the countries are very much focusing, and also on the political level, focusing on electronic government. And main ideas and issues why it is important is about e-government is about good government, efficiency, transparency, and also, of course, doing economic growth of the country. Of course, there are very many different technical and non-technical aspects, starting from infrastructure, of course, and it is especially in small islands and in some places problem just to have connection to internet everywhere. And of course, if you don't have connection, it's very difficult to talk about electronic government. But impact and efficiency is coming widely also to integrate government institutions by themselves. And usually in government institutions, they have some connections to the internet. So this is one thing. And second is what we see at the moment, most of the countries of the world, that mobile technology is fastly growing. So those countries were just lacking of internet 5 years ago. Now a lot of people are using technology and mobile technologies. So I think here African countries who are just starting to do much more on electronic government using mobile technologies. So this is one thing.
Do you see a lot of enthusiasm amongst other countries to adopt e-governance?
Yes, I would say it's more and more. We see our e-governance academy. We are working. We have been projects more than 100 different countries, and doing smaller or bigger projects together. So we see political will. Many countries are top level. Political will is becoming stronger. And international donors are more focused also on support, but of course there are always many things which might be more closely focused, starting from organization setup and responsibilities, and not really too much on technology. But we see often that question is not so much about technology and money. This question is about cooperation and setup of good government, and then this takes much more time. But yes, will is existing, and everybody are looking for better service of citizens and economic growth, and sometimes also, and I would say in many cases more important, transparency of government is to be more open for citizens. So this seems to be one of the topics. And of course, in parallel, privacy and cybersecurity, which is needed always.
Well, Dr. Ott, thank you again for joining us today. And that concludes our discussion. If you'd like to learn more about this or other issues in international development, politics or security, then please visit internationalaffairs.org.au, like us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter.